Calderas Counseling to talk about how social media affects your teens. So some of the risks of your teen using social media can affect their mental health, it can affect their self-esteem, and it can affect their social life. So there's a study that is saying that teens who use social media more than 2 hours a day have a decline in their mental health. That's when I see kids come in with anxiety, increased depression, panic attacks, and suicidal ideation. That may be because they're spending that much time and the social media is affecting their self-esteem. Or it may be because they are spending time that they could be resting and their brain's resting from a long, hard day of school, and they're not getting the sleep that they need. They are spending so much time trying to portray an image, this world or that they want others to see, to gain popularity, to gain likes. And part of that is because they watch social media influencers or YouTubers make tons of money just because they've gained this popularity and this image. And I think it's become competitive in schools even, where kiddos are competing with other kids of who has the most followers. And that can really affect your self-esteem at this very crucial developmental age of finding your identity, figuring out what's important to you, and establishing healthy connections. Social media can really get in the way of that. Cyberbullying, kiddos will post something and then they will be scrutinized or they'll be picked on, and that's really not something that is going to help them excel academically, because they're going to be worried about that. It doesn't help them reach their goals, because it can help keep them from having the confidence to do the things that they love doing. They have found in other studies that since 2010, since social media has become such a prevalent part of our life, suicide rates have tripled in the ages 10 to 24, specifically in ages 10 to 14, which is indicative of the fact that our kiddos are getting social media earlier and earlier, and they're having full access to complicated, things that even us as adults struggle to manage. Some of the ways that you can help is to think about the way that social media is prevalent in your own life. What parts of it overwhelm you? What parts do you have to monitor yourself with and put limits on so that you can continue to accomplish tasks? So a good way of doing that, our kiddos, our teens, they need boundaries. They flourish when they have boundaries. They flourish when they have consistency and predictability. And so giving them those boundaries as to, okay, don't let yourself go too long. And also having healthy conversations of, you may feel this way, or someone may say something, and how are you letting that affect you? Do you want to take that on, or do you want to let that go? Is this something that you're going to let be a part of who you are, or is this something that you can let go of because it's not important for your future and for your goals? And those things are what I'm talking about is cyberbullying, the critical things that people are saying. So monitoring your children's use and having healthy conversations about what their truth is, no matter what, and who they are, is really important. Positive things about social media are that there are support groups for kiddos going through just about anything that you can imagine. They can also have access to education, and they also have a lot of outlets for creativity. And so all of those things are good things, but they also need to be monitored so that you just make sure your kiddo is having positive experiences with social media instead of them affecting their lives. So that's just a few of the things that I've noticed. I know that we could have a very long conversation about how social media affects your child, and each and every one of you have a different experience. What I'd like to say is that if you need support, if your teen needs support, please don't be afraid to bring them in. Let's have a conversation of how to protect your teen, how to help them create coping skills to manage the negative emotions that may come along with social media, how to develop appropriate boundaries for themselves, how to learn how to protect themselves from predators.